Hey everybody, welcome to our weekly update. I'm here with Matt Guerin, our children's pastor, and we are just going to talk a little bit about what's coming up for children's ministry. And most of you could imagine over the past 6 months, things have changed so much for us, not being able to gather with our children's ministry, and Matt and Emily having to come up with a number of things to try to reach our current church family population. But there's some new things that Matt is going to share with us that are coming up. So Matt, tell us what's going on with children's ministry and how we're going to connect with our church and even beyond our church.
Yeah, absolutely. So ultimately, we do want to open back up. We want kids to come and be part of our children's ministry because we miss you. So we've been just kind of meeting with families, meeting with the kids, a whole bunch of different people, and everybody's kind of at a different place in what they feel is safe and all of that. So we've just decided that we're going to try to do some things in neighborhoods. So we identified 5 neighborhoods, the Falmouth-Yarmouth area, the Saco-Biddeford area, the Westbrook and Portland area, the Windham and Gorham area, and then also the Scarborough and South Portland area, where people are going to be meeting in people's front yards and doing what we do on Sunday morning. So that would be like a craft, a game, a really fun game, socially distant, like tag with pool noodles, so they can stay far enough apart. Rock, paper, scissors, those kind of games, but also get a Bible story in that too. So we could actually get the Bible stories into the homes. And then I've always felt like it was easier to invite a friend over to your house than maybe to invite a friend to church.
Yeah, right. And so this is going to engage some from our church family as well as the neighborhoods, and one like a family from our church family will be a host family. Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly. So it'll be just, we've already talked with 5 families. They're all on board, they're ready to go. So we're excited to get that started. And then there's a bunch of kids in the neighborhoods. Neighborhoods all around the state of Maine. You just go around and you see all the kids with bikes and riding around. And so now they can come on a certain day, certain time, and hear a really fun story. And
Great.
We're really excited about that.
Also, where'd the idea come from?
So a couple things, really. One, I was at a 5-year-old birthday party this summer, and at that house, there were tons and tons of kids that just spent time hanging out together. Some of them go to church, some don't, but it was just neat to see how all the parents and all the kids were interacting with each other just because they were neighbors. So I started thinking about how we could do that as a church. And then I helped a friend move into his first house, and 2 houses down, there was another family that goes to East Point as well, because they had the logo in the window of their car.
Yep.
And so I thought that'd be really great if we could get those 2 families to do something in their front yard that all the other kids on that street could come and be part of.
So what a great idea this is for children's ministry to engage Greater Portland during this time, this season, as we kind of get through COVID. And what happens then after COVID is over is we have these connections with people in neighborhoods where the gatherings can continue, but also you can now invite them back to the church family and share time with us here in this space, which would be a great move as well. So,
exactly, and they could also turn into small groups.
Yeah.
Right in that community. The child care portion is taken care of because we're going to be doing this kind of stuff with the kids.
Right.
Parents could get together and talk about Jesus a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a really neat mom I talked to that just said, my child really, really misses church. And I was able to share with her, like, I don't think it's church that you miss. I think your daughter misses Jesus.
Yeah.
And so we just want to be able to share that in the communities all over the place because the kids really miss Jesus.
Yeah, I imagine a lot of parents who are not Christians, not followers of Jesus, would certainly allow their children to go to a neighbor's house and be a part of something like this, which opens the door for that child to share Jesus with their parents. And so that's a great idea.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, very cool, man. I love hearing about it. It's just another way we're trying to reach out during a difficult period and season. But man, will you just pray for Matt and for Emily as they get these ministries started in neighborhoods, and ask God to just come and move on these families and open the doors for many invitations for a lot of kids So thanks, Matt, for sharing. Can't wait. When's this going to happen?
Just in a couple weeks. The first week of October, I think, is when we're going to be having this all ready and up and rolling.
Great,
So-
great. That's great. We'll keep you posted on details. And if you know of other families or neighborhoods that this works, talk to Matt. Email Matt at matt@eastpoint.church, and he'll be able to give you information on that and how we might be able to start more of these groups in other neighborhoods. So thanks a lot for taking the time out, man. And
Absolutely. Thank you.
we'll,
Thank you, families. We miss you.
we sure do. Absolutely. We'll see you Sunday.